Out of Zion comes our salvation, and on June 3rd, we're going to be heading to that land on our trip to Israel. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We want to encourage you to join Judy and I as we go back to the land. It's a great trip. It is a trip that is packed full of sights and special teachings. If you've been to Israel, if you've gone before, you'll see new things. You'll have new experiences. If you've never gone with a Messianic group, boy, you're in for a real blessing. Judy, let's talk a little bit about the trip that we're going to. Again, it's June 3rd through the 13th, and it's going to be a great time of fun and fellowship.
It is, and we have put together a very special trip for you. We want to give you a whole experience of the land. You're going to go from the Mediterranean Sea through the Galilee area to the desert area, then finally up to Jerusalem. I think from the very first time I ever went, the thing that struck me the most was it was such the vast difference that you find this it's Israel's tiny.
Right, smaller than New Jersey.
But you've got desert, you've got mountains, you've got the Galilee area that's, lush and fertile. I mean, you've got everything in this one little piece of land, and that always amazes me whenever we go there.
Now, Judy, one thing we always hear is people say, is it safe? And here's the answer. Yes, it is. Now, do you have to worry about the Palestinians? Of course you do. We always have to worry about that. But here's what you have to understand. The Israeli government works hand in hand with all the tourist guides and tourist company, and they know where everyone's going and what's happening. So we'll get messages. You can't go here. This is going to go on. So that's something you really don't have to worry about. It is relatively safe to be there. And usually what happens after this thing, it's been quiet for 4 years. So for the next number of years, we should be in good shape. So don't worry about, is there going to be a war going on and things like that. We would not take you if we thought that would be the case. But we're it's a great opportunity to go and to learn the land. So here's some places we're going to go. Right when we get off the plane, we literally hit the ground running. And one of the reasons why we do that is we've learned that it helps with jet lag by getting out in the sunshine. And so when we land in Tel Aviv, we're going to be taken right out to the coast and go to Caesarea. And I love Caesarea. It's probably one of the largest, most active archaeological sites there is. You'll see the amphitheater, the area where they would do the chariot races. There's a whole interactive thing. You could talk to Moses and other people there. It's really neat, and that's a lot of fun. And then where are we going after that, Judy?
We are going to go to Megiddo, and Megiddo is they call them a tell. A tell is a mountain
of dirt,
and a mountain of dirt with many layers, and it's another archaeological site. We go to a lot of archaeological sites. This one is really interesting. What I like about this one is and you see it in Zippori also, is the city gates, and you really get a feeling of what the city gates are. But at Megiddo, you actually are overlooking the Valley of Armageddon, and you comprehend it. Oh, people, it's as many as 4 football fields or whatever it is. But until you stand there and you see it for yourself with your own eyes and realize that it says that, blood's going to run the high as a horse's bridle, that's pretty big. That's pretty awe-inspiring right there when you see that. And so you're going to get off the plane and you're going to hit 2 really big spots. And we know that Rabbi Shaul spent a lot of time in Caesarea. The last 3-4 years of his life was spent in prison in Caesarea. So we're going to go there. On the tour, we will actually be staying in Tiberias and then we're staying in Jerusalem. We just felt that it was better this way. That way you're not having to pack. You're actually kind of set for a while until we go to the next one. But the next day on the trip, we're actually going to be around the Galilee area. We're going to do
I
the
want to say
boat ride. Yes.
one thing about the Megiddo is Napoleon, who's one of the great, the great generals of our time, made the comment that it's the best natural battleground he'd ever seen. But let's
Okay,
continue.
so the next day we're going to be around Tiberias. We're going to take our boat ride.
And it's a very special boat ride. It's not just a boat ride because we go with the only Messianic believer on who has his own boat. Also has his own CDs, and his name is Danny Carmel. And we actually do a worship service in the middle of the Galilee, and it is unbelievable. It is so memorable. He has a great voice. It's a great ministry.
And then we're going to go to Caesarea. We're going to go to Chorazim.
And we're going to go shopping, too, at the Jesus boat.
Yes. We're going to go to the Banyas. We're going to go to Mount Bidnal. We're going to go up and see the Golan Heights. It's a really big day, so you can see we really packed things in for you. Then
one of the reasons why it's the summertime and it's longer
hours,
so we can do
more sunlight.
And we want you to see the land and get your money's worth.
And then the next day, we're going to be doing we're going to plant a tree where we say plant it. You'll actually plant your own tree.
That's right.
In Israel, we're going to go to Nazareth. We're going to go to Zippori. We're going to do a baptism in the Georgia River, a mikveh in the Jordan River.
And you mentioned about the planting of the trees. When we did our trip with American Center for Law and Justice that you and I led, we actually started a new forest for them because we planted over 300 trees at the place where the Maccabees started with the Hanukkah. So that was kind of neat.
And then on that Friday, we're going to go to Sfat. We're going to go to Bet Shean, which is another wonderful archaeological.
The largest archaeological active dig in the country. It is amazing.
And then we go up to Jerusalem. We actually end our day on Mount Scopus, overlooking the old city of Jerusalem, overlooking the Temple Mount, and what a way to end your day in Jerusalem.
But it doesn't end there because that also is the beginning of Shabbat, and we actually end the day at the Western Wall as we watch all the different yeshivas come dancing in and celebrating the beginning of Shabbat. It is absolutely amazing. It's one of those sites that just stays with you for the rest of your life. Now, that's Friday. What are we doing on Saturday? We're touring all day.
Saturday, we're going to the Garden Tomb. We're going to the Israeli Museum. We're going to the Shrine of the Book where the Dead Sea Scrolls are, and a little more shopping in the Old City.
And we even might have a little surprise on that day as well. We're working to be able to go to see about joining a Messianic congregation for their Shabbat service. And we're also going to have a number of special speakers come during different nights to share about what it means to live in the land. And then on Sunday,
we're in the Old City, and there's so much to see in the Old City. It's a walking day. We're going to see the Mount of Olives. We're going to go to the Garden of Gethsemane. We're going to see the Herodian Mansion. We're going to go to the Opel and the archaeological garden. We'll be again in the Western Wall complex.
We're also going to the Temple Institute. Well, you say it's a walking day. We also do ride the bus, so don't think, it's not that if you're having problems, they can work with you on that. But it's a great one. And then on that Monday, we're doing some other things. We're still in the Old City. We're going to visit the Tower of David, and we'll continue to do the Western Wall Tunnel, which is a great experience. And then we're going to drive to Yan Hashemo, which is a large Messianic community, and see how excuse me, it is to live in the land. We're also going to visit a biblical garden as well. And then on Tuesday the 11th, we're going to go to the Dead Sea. We're going to go to the Masada, Qumran, and Gedi. And then Wednesday, it's a free day to do whatever you want in Jerusalem. And then we return back on the 13th. Go to our website, rabbiscott.com. Sign up, ask for more information. We'll be glad to send you out the information. It's a trip of a lifetime. Check out our website. Great prices. You'll love the trip. Check us out. We want to be part of that. Remember, you can also go and follow me on Twitter at Rabbi_Scott. Check it out. We'll be there. We'll be looking to tweet with you on Twitter. Until next week, this is Rabbi Scott
And Judy.
saying shalom and pray for the peace of Jerusalem.